First, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Oh, there it is. The day we all knew was going to happen, just maybe not the right team, or maybe the team that we expected. Hello, everyone. This is Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Nibbler. Appreciate all of you joining us, wherever you're watching. Of course, we're live streaming on our social media channels. We are on our apps and, of course, on our website. Lots of places to join with you and get your feedback right now, because the Damian Lillard era has officially ended here for the Portland Trail Blazers. We knew it was coming. It's been months since he requested the trade, but now that it's officially happened, it's not the Miami Heat. It's not where his agent said that he wanted to go. It's to the Milwaukee Bucks. And today, what I'd like to do is get your feedback on this, because this whole trade went down about, at least was reported. Now, I will say this, reported by Adrian Wojnarowski of ESPN, which pretty official, and I'll tell you what makes it even more official is that Damian Lillard tweeting this out. The casuals won't be addressed, but the Trailblazers fans and city of Portland that I truly love will be, and they will be addressed truthfully. Stay tuned. Excited for my next chapter at Bucks. So there it is, the at Bucks with, I think that's a ticket on there. I don't know what's going on, but it's official enough. So we still are waiting to hear anything from the Portland Trail Blazers to officially announce that. There's usually a lot of stuff that needs to happen when it comes to these trades, as far as paperwork, getting, who knows, maybe there's physicals that need to happen. So that may take some time, but it does look like this is going through. So to start off here, I will go ahead and just recap what the trade supposedly involves, who's involved in this, who's getting traded. Obviously, Damian Lillard heading to the Milwaukee Bucks. I mean, he's going to join Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, that just seems unfair. That's like an NBA Jam dream combo right there, if you know what that is. So you've got that. That's obviously the big piece of the trade. But here's what else is going on. So Portland in this trade, and I want to know your thoughts on this too, receiving Drew Holiday, definitely a good pickup. Drew Holiday, personally, I've always been a fan of his. They're picking up DeAndre Ayton from the Phoenix Suns, former #1 pick, the center who it's long been kind of speculated that he wasn't having a good time there in Phoenix. Definitely a nice, young center. Good pickup there. DeAndre Ayton coming to the Blazers. Tumani Kamara from Phoenix, and then they're also going to allegedly be getting Milwaukee's 2029 unprotected first-round draft pick and unprotected Milwaukee swap rights in 2028 and 2030. These are all according to sources about deals of the trade. So that's what the Blazers will be getting. The Suns, for their part in this, for giving up DeAndre Ayton, will reportedly receive Yusuf Nurkic from the Portland Trail Blazers, Nasir Little, and Keon Johnson. So all three of them are now heading to the Suns, going to be a part of that team. The Suns are also going to be receiving Grayson Allen from the Bucks. I wouldn't say anything about that, but I did see some tweets from Blazer fans saying, I hope Grayson Allen doesn't end up on the Blazers. Allegedly, he's going to the Suns. So that's the other part of that deal. There's probably more that's going to shake out of this, more that's going to happen. But what I want to know are your reactions. I'm going to go ahead and pull this up right now. So again, this happened recently. I'm still, as a Blazers fan myself, I'll just admit that. We're reporting the news here, but I am. So I'm very curious about what's going on with it all. And I want to know what your thoughts are. So if you have those, feel free to drop those in there on our YouTube or our Facebook channel, and I will go through and take a look at that. But this is, clearly one of the biggest things that's happened in Blazers history. I mean, this is akin to Clyde Drexler getting traded. I would say it's right up there with that. Damian is the all-time leading scorer for the Blazers, all-time leading in 3 points, clearly. Second all-time in assists. Some would argue he's the greatest Blazer of all time. I think you could make the debate between Clyde Drexler and Bill Walton and Damian Lillard. Some people have strong opinions on one or more of those, but I think all three are certainly worthy of having that discussion. Taking a look here on our Fox 12 Facebook page, seeing some comments of, by Damon Nurk. I hope he does well. Hope he gets the ring that he's looking for. Wish other stars would have joined you in Portland, class player and person. Truly wish you success in Milwaukee, Dame. And I think that seems to be the general consensus from most Blazers fans is, really wish it would have worked here. Really wish Giannis was coming to Portland. That would be great, right? But that's just not how it worked. There's some interviews that are also circulating right now about Damian Lillard, just talking about who is the #1 player that he thought he could win a championship with if he could pick anybody out of the NBA. He chose Giannis. So now he is going to be teaming up with him there in Milwaukee. And you would have to think that they would definitely be up there with the favorites to win the NBA championship this year. But let's discuss this. Is this a good deal for the Blazers? Is this something that in the long run, did we get enough of a return? Right? Because the big topic there was what Miami was offering was not going to be enough. And sorry, we're getting into some NBA talk. So Tyler Hero was allegedly what Miami was offering, along with some picks and a few other players that were good players, younger players that maybe would fit into the Blazers' long-term plans. Tyler Hero, not so much. We have enough guards. Portland has enough guards, but that just never clearly came to fruition. Those talks stalled. Damian's agent came out and said that supposedly that Dame would only play for the Miami Heat, and that was it. But you have to think that he's pretty happy heading to the Milwaukee Bucks. That's a pretty solid lineup that they have there, even getting rid of Drew Holiday and Grayson Allen. So did the Blazers get enough in return from this? I'm seeing some comments here on Facebook. Happy for Damian Lillard. Eileen says, "Go Bucks." I mean, you might be a Bucks fan. I can't do the Go Bucks, but that's okay. Gene says, funny, he's going to Milwaukee. Natasha says, sad for us, but truly happy for him. He deserves to be on a team that has playoff championship material. I hope he gets a ring. He deserves it. And I think, again, that's probably going to be a lot of the opinion. The shock is that this is where it's going to end up. Because if you followed along with this over the last, I would say, several days here at least, there's been a lot of discussion about Toronto being where he would end up. Blazers getting Scotty Barnes, maybe OG Anunoby, a couple other players from Toronto. But Milwaukee coming in there, swooping in, and apparently giving enough. Are those picks enough for Damian Lillard? So it sounds like it's just one unprotected pick and then I guess 2 swaps. So really 3 picks, I suppose, when it comes down. Well, that's a swap, so it's not really even a new pick. So 1 unprotected pick that they're getting, 2 swaps. With a Milwaukee team that may or may not be still good in 2029, 2030. Probably they'll have turned over a lot of players. Obviously, Dame won't be there, I would imagine, by then. That'll be beyond his career. Perhaps Giannis as well. Maybe those are good picks down the road. Maybe that fits in with where the Blazers are at that time. 5 years from now, 6 years from now. But for right now, that doesn't seem, compared to some of the other trades that we've seen happen in the NBA, it doesn't seem like a whole lot of first-round picks. You saw Rudy Gobert, I believe it was 4 or 5, and excuse me if I'm wrong on that, but it's 4 or 5. A lot of first-round picks that came in for him. You could argue that Dame is a much better player than Rudy Gobert. That's a discussion you'd have, but still, 1 unprotected first-round pick does seem low. Again, though, this is just what's reported right now. There's still more that could be coming down. There's still more coming down. Okay, we're going to take a look here at some more comments. So as these come through, I'm attempting to get these to pull up here. On the live. Okay, there we go. There are definitely more comments that are coming through. So, see, Natasha, Daniel saying that sucks. Yep, I think that's going to be an opinion for a lot of people as well. That sucks is it. I mean, ultimately, it's like I said, potentially the greatest player of all time leaving the team. So there's certainly going to be some feelings there when it comes down to that. Natasha again saying sad for us. Hope he gets a ring. And Eileen, let's see. Denzel says I'm happy for Dame. Yeah, and I think that's another sentiment that's both of those. But Daniel with that sucks and Denzel, I'm happy for Dame. I think those 2 comments can be true at the same time, and it kind of seems to be that way. And Eileen, again, happy for Damian Lillard, go Bucks. So, again, drop in your comments there. Let us know what you think. If you're a Blazers fan, if you're an NBA fan, if you're following along with Damian Lillard, you're a Damian Lillard fan. Certainly a lot to digest here as far as what this means for the future of the franchise, for the future of the Blazers. We knew the day was coming. I think for everybody, it's a little bit of a surprise, though, that the Milwaukee Bucks. All right, Drew Holiday, certainly a nice pickup. So some other speculation, let's talk about that just for a second. With Drew Holiday is that he may be moving on to somewhere else, that the Blazers potentially could be shopping him, maybe for another pick. Maybe they hold on to him until there's a contender that's looking for somebody of his caliber and the stage in his career that they could trade him later on, in this first part of the season. I could definitely see that. He does seem like he's a little bit too old for the time frame of where the Blazers are at with this younger team, the younger movement, especially with DeAndre Ayton. So Ayton pairing up with Scoot Henderson, Shaedon Sharpe, Anthony Simons, that's not a bad lineup. That seems like that could be, at minimum, at least a lot of fun to watch. And it'll be interesting to see how Chauncey Billups can put all those pieces together and have them work together. You do have Jeremy Grant there, so you do still have a veteran presence, and I would imagine that's somewhat the starting lineup, somehow making those three guards work. Maybe Anthony moves to a shooting guard or something like that. Who knows how they're going to do that. But regardless, that part should be exciting. So, again, we're just digesting this here with all of you as we're live here for Fox 12 now. If this is your first time joining in, this is our live streaming show. Normally, it's much more structured. We have interviews. We've got a lot coming up here today. But since this was the big news, I wanted to just go on and talk about it and see what your thoughts are on Damian Lillard. So I think that's we'll probably wrap it up for right now, just because we're still getting some more information on there. But feel free to comment along anytime. We'll certainly be bringing up-to-date information as we find out more. But again, if you're just joining, Damian Lillard heading to the Milwaukee Bucks, Drew Holiday from the Bucks coming to the Blazers, DeAndre Ayton from the Suns heading to the Blazers, and leaving the Blazers also Yusuf Nurkic, Keon Johnson, and Nasir Little heading to the Phoenix Suns, all based off of multiple sources, multiple reports, but the biggest report confirming it right there, Damian Lillard posting that. So I'd expect that we will hear something from him here at some point, but that's about as much confirmation as I think anybody needs, really, when it comes down to it. We'll wait to hear what the Portland Trail Blazers have to say. I expect we'll get some releases coming out later today. Again, these trades do take time, so perhaps there's might be a couple of days before we get some more info, but that's where we're at. So there we go. The Lillard era has ended. But I want to thank everybody for joining me here just for this quick talk. We may have some more discussions about this coming up later today. So wherever you're watching this right now, always follow along here with Fox 12 Oregon, because for Fox 12 Now, we're live for all of our segments. Coming up at 1:30 p.m., I am going to be talking to some representatives from the Slalom Skateboarding World Championships. So slalom skateboarding is huge, and their World Championship is in Salem this year, and it's happening this weekend. So I've got two representatives from them who are going to be joining to talk about that at 1:30. At 2 p.m., we have Adrian Thomas from Fox 12 Investigates, discussing the Targets closing in Portland and some retail theft issues. So we cover a lot of different topics here on this show. Damian is what I wanted to talk about at the top, and we may be coming back to that later. So I thank everybody for joining us, and hopefully I can see you for some of those other segments as well. I'm Greg Nibbler. I'll talk to you soon. This is Fox 12 Now.